The holographic display flickered to life in Admiral Sarah Chen's command center aboard the UES Retribution, humanity's flagship, dreadnought. The transmission bore the official seal of the Galactic Council, a symbol that had once represented hope and unity among the stars, now twisted into something monstrous. "Citizens of the galaxy," announced Chancellor Vextar, his reptilian features cold and calculating. "Today we demonstrate the consequences of defying Council authority." Chen's jaw tightened as the camera panned across a massive arena on the Council's homeworld of Nexus Prime. 50,000 beings, humans, Altarians, Zephyrite, and dozens of other species, knelt in rows, their hands bound behind their backs. Each wore the distinctive orange jumpsuit of Council dissidents. "These criminals dared to question our wisdom," Vextar continued, his voice echoing across the arena. "They spread lies about Council policies, incited rebellion, and threatened the very fabric of galactic civilization." Lieutenant Rodriguez, Chen's communications officer, looked up from his console with disgust. "Admiral, intelligence confirms at least 12,000 of those prisoners are human colonists from the Kepler system. They were protesting the Council's new taxation laws." Chen's knuckles whitened as she gripped the command chair. The Kepler colonists had been peaceful protesters, farmers and miners who simply wanted fair representation in the Council that governed their lives. Now they were about to die for the galaxy to see. "Let this serve as a warning," Vextar declared, raising his ceremonial staff. "Opposition to the Council will not be tolerated." The execution began with cold efficiency. Energy weapons fired in synchronized volleys and bodies began to fall in waves. The camera lingered on faces, some defiant, some terrified, some resigned. Chen watched as a young human woman, barely out of her teens, looked directly into the camera and mouthed the words "Remember us" before the light left her eyes. The bridge fell silent except for the hum of ship systems. Chen could feel the rage building in every crew member present. This wasn't justice. It was a massacre designed to terrorize the galaxy into submission. "Admiral," came the voice of Captain Morrison from the fleet communications. "We're receiving similar reactions from all human vessels. The colonies are demanding immediate action." Chen closed the transmission and stood, her decision crystallizing. The Galactic Council had just made the gravest mistake in their 1,000-year history. They had shown humanity exactly what they were dealing with. "Rodriguez, open a channel to all human fleets and colonies. Priority Alpha." "Channel open, Admiral." Chen looked into the camera, her voice steady but carrying the weight of righteous fury. "Citizens of Earth and her colonies, fellow humans scattered across the stars. Today the Galactic Council has shown us their true face. They have murdered 50,000 innocent beings, including 12,000 of our own, in a display of barbaric cruelty that would make our ancestors weep." She paused, letting her words sink in across the human sphere of influence. "For 2 centuries we have tried to work within their system. We have followed their laws, paid their taxes, and hoped for fair representation. Today, they have shown us that hope was naive. They see us, see all of us, as expendable subjects, not citizens." The Admiral's voice grew harder, more resolute. "As of this moment, I am invoking Article 7 of the Human Colonial Charter. All human worlds, all human fleets, all human citizens are hereby withdrawn from the Galactic Council's authority. We will no longer recognize their laws, their taxes, or their right to govern us." Across human space, colonies erupted in cheers. On Mars, protesters stormed Council administrative buildings. On Europa Station, human workers walked off their jobs in Council facilities. The message was spreading like wildfire through quantum communication networks. "Furthermore," Chen continued, "those responsible for today's atrocity will face human justice. Not next year, not when it's convenient, but now. The Council believes they can intimidate us with displays of power. They are about to learn why humanity survived the ice ages, the wars, the plagues, and every other catastrophe our species has faced." She gestured to her tactical officer. "Commander Torres, transmit the activation codes to all Mjolnir-class dreadnoughts. It's time the galaxy remembered why humans were once called the warrior species before we learned diplomacy." Torres nodded, grimly. All ships reporting ready, Admiral. The Retribution, Vengeance, Defiance, and Indomitable are moving to attack formation. Chen turned back to the camera. To the Galactic Council, we have a simple message. You wanted to demonstrate power? You wanted to show the galaxy what happens to those who oppose you? Today you will learn what happens when you murder human beings and broadcast it as entertainment. The Admiral's eyes blazed with determination. We are coming, not as supplicants seeking justice from your corrupt courts, but as the descendants of those who climbed down from the trees, survived the savannah, crossed the oceans, and conquered the stars. We are coming, and we will have our retribution. She closed the transmission and turned to her crew. All hands, battle stations. Today we remind the galaxy why humans don't just seek peace. We create it, even if we have to go through war to get there. As the human fleet accelerated toward Nexus Prime, the galaxy held its breath. The Council had lit a fire they couldn't control, and now they would face the fury of a species that had never learned to surrender. The age of human compliance was over. The age of human retribution had begun.